everybody, it's Missy with Jake and me, Vanlife. So I've got another van tour for you, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. This is Teresa, and Teresa and I actually met here at the park where I go and take Jake every day when I'm in town, and we sit here all day long before we go to park for the night. Well, lo and behold, there was another white van one day when I pulled in, and of course I had to go meet them because they were doing the same thing in the park here that I was doing. So Teresa and I have become friends. Hey Teresa, you in there?
I'm in here. Did you want to come
There she is. You ready to do your van tour?
Yes, I'm ready to do the van tour.
Well, why don't we start on the outside first? And what I'd like you to tell everybody is the year of your van, what kind it is, and how long you've had it, and where you're at in your van life journey.
You bet. Oh, hi Jake. This is Mrs. Cat Jake. He's a sweetheart. So I've had my van just for the last year. And that's about where I am on my van life. I started living out on the road last May while I was still working full-time, and now I have just retired. She's my sweetheart. I call her the Big Debacle. She's a 2019 Ford 250 Transit with a high roof. I know nothing really about her. I'm learning all kinds of van things. I know that she has her battery underneath the driver's seat. That I know that.
Oh, the Ram Pro Masters do too.
This is the thing that I pretend isn't there. Okay,
that's why we didn't get it.
That's why we didn't get it. Yeah, this is the cabinet to take out the cassette toilet that I've been pretending isn't there since I got the van. Came with the cabana. This was a Cabana van originally. It was part of a fleet.
Okay.
And this is my garage.
Look at that cabinetry. I would just love that.
Oh.
So tell us about what's going on here.
Well, this cabinet I put in with the help of my son-in-law. This used to have a kitchen that you would pull out.
Oh,
now
sweet.
All of my stuff, which is overstuffed at the moment, so that pulls out. I've got it stuffed with things normally like my camp chair, extra fuel, extra windshield wiper fluid. I try very hard to keep from gathering too much stuff that I'm going to be tripping over. Smart. And it is a balance.
It is smart, though.
I don't have a lot of storage, so all of my shirts and sweaters and stuff get hung up.
But look how cute that is. You got your little hanger rack up there to hang them and everything.
Yeah, and it works really good. These, of course, are my shoes.
Yeah,
I don't have very many, but that way they stay out of the way. My water jugs that I refill. I don't think I showed you this before I closed it. So we cut out the big circle, and this was just something I found at Ace Hardware that fits right in that circle so that my clothes don't get stuck on it. And so literally cool. I use that as a laundry chute. And so when I'm ready to go do laundry, I don't have to pull anything out. I just grab my basket and go. All of this, of course, hides, you know, the plumbing and the electrical.
Oh, okay.
I have an outside shower that I haven't used yet, so I believe it works. I haven't tried it yet.
Sure it does.
Doesn't look like anyone's used it, to tell you the truth.
Right.
And this is just an extra drawer that
nice.
doesn't close, but I keep things in here like refills for stuff I use.
Oh, I see on the top you also have your fan.
That's my Max Air fan.
Yeah.
It came with that.
Nice.
So although it was broken when I got it, something about a 12-volt thing versus another thing, and so it did. I had to get a new one.
It reminds me when you buy, like my ex-husband and I, we bought a model home because they were closing out the community and were selling all the model homes. And so we bought a model home, and of course it has all the upgrades, bells and whistles. Well, that's the same thing with your van.
Absolutely.
So you got all the bells and whistles going on that you don't have to do when you start.
I absolutely did. It came with it. And then I've got, there's the backup camera that comes on the Ford. This is where I fill up with my water. Okay. And, you know, it has a lock thing, and I have a thing on my keychain to get it.
Nice.
Yep. 45 gallons of fresh water.
Nice. And
23 or 25 gallons of gray water.
I mean, where are they?
Under there somewhere.
How do you get them out and use them and stuff?
I don't have to get them out. They're built in.
So you empty it by just opening it up?
No, I empty the water by, I'm sorry.
Oh, from the bottom?
Here. The clean water I don't empty. I use it, and then it goes into the gray water tanks. And to empty the gray water tanks, there is I was going to say, you don't think I'm going to get on that ground now, do you? Nope.
Oh, I see. Now that's nice. This is what I mean. You've got all the bells and whistles.
Now, I cleaned up a little bit, but I mean, this is the day that I have to go do my laundry and take out the trash and do all that. But come, you are welcome.
What a perfect day.
Yes, it's a gorgeous day. This is my swamp cooler. This was $80 at Home Depot. I don't know what it is these days. Saves my life in the summertime out here anywhere in the West. Tried to buy a portable air conditioner. That did not work for me. These, of course, are my window coverings. This is just something I rigged together because the one that it came with broke. I will make this prettier in the future. Keep my gym bag right up here so I can always run out to Planet Fitness.
Nice.
Get my shower, get my walk in, especially in the wintertime. Lagoon table.
Nice. She's got a Laguna table.
I love it. I love working out here, you know, when the weather's nice enough. And you can see I have an extra jackery. That's because I'm having issues with my house batteries. They're just not holding enough charge. I think it's because the van is 2019 and those batteries are reaching the end of their useful life.
Basket here too.
Yep,
and
for keep miscellaneous stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not big on sweets, but I always try and keep some cookies up in that little jar.
Yeah, we're not big on, but I always try to have some on hand here.
Because when you need it, you need it.
Need it.
I call this my magic cabinet. But now this is the space where all my toiletries and my, makeup is pretty much just this. Yeah, this is my makeup bag.
I love how you've done your drawers. So you're really taking advantage of every open space you can.
I really am. Yeah,
That's great.
Keep my batteries here,
Yeah.
And I have to make sure that I put my medicines down properly, or the door won't close because the batteries come right on top of it. I forgot to tell you about the cabinet underneath. I'm so sorry. Here.
Oh.
This is where.
Yes, look at that.
This is where I store. Let's see. I got to pull the table out of the way, like this. Okay, so this is where I store.
Oh, and you have those nice pull-out drawers.
Yeah. And these were designed. They were originally designed to just hold your carry-on suitcase.
Oh, okay.
So you would have one on top and one on the bottom.
Sure.
Obviously, that's not what I'm using for. So this is pretty much food stuff. That's
Nice.
all this is, food stuff. My teas, my drinks, my coffees. And then the bottom is where I keep my cook stove. It's nice. This is my one single pot. Yeah, so I have a toaster because I have electricity.
Mm-hmm.
And all that good stuff. That just locks away. Then, of course, my sink. Move my drink out of the way there.
That's what I want, too. I don't have a sink.
It's so nice. So it's got these switches. I usually leave them off to save electricity. But it's nice. With 45 gallons of water, it's really great, especially since I'm not used to conserving yet. So this has saved my life. I love it. It's a tiny little sink, which means things splash. And for some reason, they thought it was smart to put an outlet right here.
Yeah,
so
right by the water sink.
Yeah. So I have this little absorbable, cloth for car wash and whatnot. And these are the controls and whatnot. They could be better, but it's temperature control and all that kind of stuff. I don't really have it on right now. As you can see, the lights were put in. Yep. And I put up this curtain rod, of course, so I can pull this over. It helps at night for stealthing and heat and cold as well. This is the bathroom. I'm going to let you get over here.
Yeah, let me swap with you. You can just tell us a little bit.
Yes. This is the toilet I don't use. I use the space. It's all taped up and whatnot, and I use the space.
But I love what you've done with it because that's great. And she has a full-length mirror. Wouldn't we all love to have that?
I love having that full-length mirror. It's a real lifesaver.
Yeah.
The trash can, that's my trash can right there.
Okay.
I have another small one on the bed I'll show you, and another hook there for my lightweight jackets in the summertime, and
another hook for glasses.
Yep. And I keep my walking stick back there too because you never know.
Yeah.
And then this is my office, bedroom, and living room. This is my desk. It's wonderful. It opens up. The legs are on like skid type things, so it slides away from me real easy without me having to take everything off of it. And it goes up and down, and it'll even tilt so I can get the right angle. Love that. Of course, my ring light for when I'm doing my YouTube videos.
Great.
It came with a TV, which is, I haven't indulged in it much so far because I've been stealthing, and that, you know how noisy that can be. But on the times I've done, I absolutely love having that there and be able to, like I did when I was in a Sticks and Bricks, to be able to do my chores while I'm watching TV.
Yeah, sure.
I added this little thing from TJ Maxx. over here. It's just more storage space.
And the fact that you have space on the other side to have that cabinetry and all is just amazing.
Yeah, they had a queen size mattress in here, which gave me 6 inches. And then I converted this to a full size purple mattress. Love a purple mattress. So that gave me even a little bit more room. So I was able to add this on here.
Gotcha.
I got this here from Amazon. I love it because instead of the fuzzy ones that you'll see where you can hold your stuff, this is very easy to clean and to keep clean. This just comes right off and I can just wash it in the sink and it's fine. It holds my drinks here, whatever else I need to put in there for, temporary storage. And here I have a monkey box on top of this, and then I put the cords just through the thing and I can pull them out to charge whatever from up here. Cabinets. This is the side of the cabinet. So I got these from Temu for about $40 altogether. It was more than that. This was $28 and this was $28. And then we just stacked them on top of one another.
But that's great.
And then I got these little baskets were from something that I used to own a long, long time ago. Saved those. And then I got some of the baskets from the dollar store, to put some pants in. These also were from the dollar store. You'd be surprised how those little things come in handy to hold little stuff. I use the beanbag chair to sit on because the bed sinks. And if you have hip or back problems, you don't want your butt to be lower than your knees when you're sitting for a long time like this. So that helps keep my butt up. So
how do you feel about, or does it bother you at all or anything? I know you don't really have windows.
Between the fan and I would love to have another window like you have where it's in the window that already exists. That would be fantastic. I don't want too many windows because in the winter time that would bother me. It does have windows back here.
Yeah, I knew it did. I saw those.
Yes, but they're all covered up. So I don't really miss them.
But that's why it looks like you have a private bedroom. Yes. And it looks neat.
I love it. Of course, my beach hat. I had to buy a little manual clock because there have been times when I've run out of power on my phone. And I had to wake up for work. So that's literally a little alarm clock. And and around the corner here. Oh, can you reach it? There you go. So this around the corner here is this is where I keep all the stuff you would normally put in your end table. A little tchotchkes and things like that. And then, of course, I have the lights. The reading lights are so nice. I usually and they use less electricity than the puck lights in the ceiling. I have a little ring up here that I use when I want to show the camera something upside down. I just plop my phone up there. I have a light bar underneath here.
Oh, nice. That's very nice.
I can just plug in with electricity and add some color to my videos, or just when I feel like I'm in a pink kind of mood and I just want to vibe, with the pinkness of it all, with my little remotes. And so, this is my van. This is my home.
I love my home. It's beautiful.
I love my home.
When did you decide to do van life?
Well, why don't you move that out of the way and we'll just talk from there.
This mean? Like this? Okay.
So you can, I decided to do van life back in 2018, 2019-ish, somewhere in there. There was a rough period in my life. We all have some. This was a really rough period. And one of the things that I realized was that I had somewhere over time lost my ability to go on adventures. All my younger life, I would say about half of my life was spent, I went into the military. I traveled across the country with a band as a singer. I sang with other bands. I had every kind of job that you could imagine. I went places, I did things, I moved across the country and all that adventure. And now I'm going to be able to get back to that with my van. So all I was waiting for was the universe to bring me the right van.
That's great.
And it did. And here she is. My big debacle. We're going to take her on the road. My big debacle.
That's great. Where do you think your first trip will be?
Probably somewhere to BLM lands. I haven't really done any boondocking or anything like that yet. I've done a couple of campgrounds and I have traveled across the country, but I haven't done any, just camping out in BLM lands and stuff like that where it's free. Of course, I had camping trips when I was a kid, but nothing like this. So I'm going to go find out what they got out there and who knows. So I've got a whole country to explore. And of course, I want to go to RTR. and see what all that's about, which I haven't had a chance to do. And I already love it. I am perfectly content in my van. I don't think 2 people would fit in here very well, but I am very content with my van life. It's just wonderful. Yeah.
All right. What would be one piece of advice that you have learned that you could give to others who are watching this and thinking about van life or curious about it, or they want to do it and they're just held back at the moment? What advice could you give them?
You know, there's a lot of doubts when you're in the planning stage. And what I would say is make room in your life for the life that you want to have. So start paring down already. You know you have, if you're in the sticks and bricks right now, you know you have a ton that you can pare down that you won't even miss. But it will tell the universe, you know, that you are ready to be moving on into a better life, something that you want more, something that suits you more. Start getting rid of stuff, start dreaming, start planning, do everything you can to kind of focus your attention on that. And I believe that you will have more and more opportunities to say yes to that. I love my van. I love my van.
Great.
Oh, I forgot to say, I've got a fridge right here.
Oh, yes. Show us the fridge. We want to see that.
This is the fridge. It's just a drawer, but it works.
This is cool. I think it's neat.
It's just a drawer.
Okay.
It's that size. It's just
nice,
a drawer.
Though. And it keeps your stuff cold.
There's no freezer, but it's more than enough for what I need.
Well, thank you. And Teresa, thank you so much for giving everybody a glimpse into your van life. We'll check back in with you somewhere down the road.
Sounds great.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.